We're going to talk today about the type of ad that literally prints money for coaches. Okay, so one of the biggest problems coaches have is always getting people who are unqualified from their ads, or they don't know how to start their ads. It's just a mess. They know they need to use them. So I want to teach you this one type of ad. Before we get to the specific type of ad, I want to explain to you a couple things here. So you got to stick with me. This is super important, okay? You're going to learn something. So there's regular ads, right? We all know what regular ads are. Those are the ads that go to your big audience. Ideally, we recommend from 1 million to 2 million, maximum 3 million people. Look, if you're spending under $100 a day or even $150 a day, you should only be running ads to about 1 to maximum 3 million, somewhere in that 2 million range, okay? If your audience is 50, 60, 40 million, 100 million, it's not going to work. You're going to get broke people. Okay, so those are the big ads. Now, those big ads, or go to bigger regular ads, as you would know it, and you're going to get about a 10 to 20% sign up rate on those ones, right? So what does that mean? 10 to 20% of people who go from your ad will join whatever it is you're sending them to and give you their name and email address. Now, here's the problem with these ads, okay? I'm not saying stop using them. You just got to listen to me. You lose 80% of everybody on the first click. So when somebody leaves Facebook or wherever, it doesn't even matter wherever they go, and you only get 10 to 20% of them give you their name and email address, you lose 80% of those people. And oftentimes, a lot of the people who don't register are the most qualified people, right? Because they know they're going to get pitched something, so they don't register, okay? Not only that, at each stage of your system or your funnel or your ecosystem, you're losing even more, right? So let's say 100 people come to your registration page. 10 of them give you a name and an email address, or even 20% give you a name and an email address. Now you got 20 people. Of those 20 people, maybe 3 book a call, okay, or 4 book a call. Of those, most coaches I know are getting like a 50% or 30, 40% show up rate. So even let's say your show up rate's good and it's 75%. Now you got 3, and let's say one of those 3 on your calls isn't qualified. They lied, unintentionally. They just said, some stuff. They were aspirational. I would love to be the person you're trying to reach, but I'm not, type thing, right? So now you got 2 people. So out of 100 people who clicked on your ad, 2 of them end up you make an offer to. And most coaches right now, their enrollment rate is under 20%. Okay, meaning they're only making sales on about 1 out of every 5 calls they do. It should be 1 out of 3 or 40%, depending on your price range. So it's completely ineffective. That model, completely ineffective. All right. So I'm going to explain to you how to fix this. The bigger issue, and we're going to get to the ads that print money here in a second, but I just want you to understand all these things first. All right. The bigger issue is this. 50 to 75%, in some cases 90% of all your sales come after the first interaction. So these people, these 100 people, sign up, or 10 or 20 people out of the 100 who click your ad sign up. You got their name and email. Only a small percentage of those, right, are actually going to go through and book a call. The rest are just not, for probably most likely because they don't trust you yet. So they're gone. So what are you going to do with them? Well, what most coaches do is they just email, which is fine, but email has a diminishing return, right? The longer they're on your email list, the less like they are to open it, the more likely it is to go to the spam folder, the promotional folder, the more likely they're to change an email if they change a job or whatever. It isn't effective. Okay, so if half or more of your clients are going to come 15, 20, 30, 50 days after they register, and you're only focused on this little piece, you're already missing out on everything. Not only that, most of the time, if you're doing it like most coaches are doing it, the broke and needy people and desperate ones are the ones who are booking the calls the fastest, because they're desperate for help, and you just happen to have a free call. So they're going to book a call with you. Why not? I got nothing else to do for the next month. Okay. So I'm just going to get free help from Coach Sally or whoever, right? And so that's what's happening. And so you got to realize, are you starting to see all these disconnects and these issues? According to Google, you need to have 11 touch points to get a qualified person to buy from you. The average coach has like 3. Register, watch my thing, which most people don't watch, book a call, and I'll sell you. Okay. And they're not. And so the people have tons of trust issues. They're not booking calls. And all these coaches I talk to are like, everybody's broke. I don't know what to do. And yet the people who have money are in their ecosystem. It's just they don't know how to pull them out because they're pulling out all the broke people. Sure, you're probably attracting garbage quality leads on your ads, but that's easy to fix. Now I'm going to get to how to do this, but 2 real quick things. You got to remember something else before we get to this, and we're going to talk about the fix now. Your ideal client is confused, and confused people don't buy anything for $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20, $50,000, so whatever your coaching is, okay? They don't buy. And so what's happening is they're getting body slammed onto a call because they're coming off an ad and watching a 5, 10, 15-minute video, or even a 45-minute video that's only getting 20, 30, whatever, 15, 60, whatever percentage to watch it, and they're not only watching it all the way through and they're booking a call, those people are too confused to buy. So they're telling you they don't have money. They're saying I'm broke. They're saying all these things. So we need to fix this, and these types of ads print money. Now let's talk about it. Before I get to it, hit the subscribe button right above me or somewhere around me if you're on YouTube. And that way you're going to get access to all my upcoming videos. Look, I've spent millions on ads. I'm doing this for like 20 years, and we share all the learnings and what's happening because there's a lot of new stuff going on, and I want to help you out. So click that link right now, subscribe. It's free, and you'll get, updates on the future videos when they come out. So here's what we call these ads. We call these money printing ads. We call them mini celebrity status ads. Now, if you've been in my world, my ecosystem for a while, you've known I've talked about it. I've got some training in our Skool community about it, but I want to really highlight the importance of it and why you need to use them now and how absolutely powerful they are. Now, do I guarantee you're going to print money with these? No, you might even lose money, but they work extremely well. And so what I want you to do is listen and stay to the end. I'm going to explain to you some very important stuff here. So how they work. Here's how. We're going to micro-target, or you anyways, are going to micro-target your audience at each step. So remember, 80% of the people are not giving you an email address. So what we do is we're able to track anybody who doesn't give you an email address, and we're able to run different types of ads to them to cycle them back to another type of page or something like that. Also, anybody who doesn't watch your whole video or webinar or whatever it is and join your Skool community or whatever, we're able to cycle them back. Anybody who doesn't book a call, we're able to cycle them back. But you got to remember, these are not retargeting ads in the traditional sense. You might see those retargeting ads. You go to Amazon, next thing you know, you're getting followed by this site trying to sell you whatever it is that you are, lawn chairs or clothes or something on Amazon. Those are creepy. Okay. They're creepy, and they just pound people with offers. You got to be careful. There's an Achilles tendon to doing these. You got to do them right, because here's the thing. There's a hide button on Facebook that people can hide your ads. So if you do these wrong, you can get your ad account shut down. Also, Instagram will ask, do you want to see more of these types of ads? And they'll say yes or no. And we want them to say yes, because so here's the deal. You can pull a tremendous amount of buyers out of these ads if you do them right. Okay. So let me give you an example. I have some clients right now that are in a relationship niche, and they're getting qualified leads for $2, $3, name, email, phone number, and it's working extremely well. But here's the problem. Most coaches are running ads like it's 2017. So what they're doing is they're simply just slamming people into a registration page and then booking them on a call with a free ebook or something, right? And then they don't know what to do with the people who are not booking, all this kind of stuff. And they're just missing out. So they're getting all the broke people. So here's why let me give you some scenarios on how to make them work. So somebody hits your registration page, we pixel them. And guess what? Then we can build trust with them, taking them to a different type of registration page. And these are like $1 or $2 a day. And we're going to take them somewhere else and then over here. And we're going to build trust with them because if they're in your niche, like let's say you have a weight loss niche, you help women 45 plus lose 30 pounds or whatever, find love again or whatever, whatever it is, right? Whatever. What we want to do is go, okay, there was a reason they didn't register. So we have to build trust with them. And then we give them other strategies. Then when we get in when they get into our ecosystem, now we're using little ads. Remember, these are super tiny ads because remember, they're only going to like 80 people theoretically. And so we're going to take them when they get into your world. Now this is called middle of funnel stuff. Now the reason they haven't booked a call is because they don't trust you because they're confused. So we're going to run certain types of ads that create trust, that start what they do is start helping people uninstall the belief systems that all the other coaches have installed, because the reason they're not buying from you is because they're confused about coach told me this and this coach told me that and that coach told me this. So our job now is to create very strategic type of content and ads that uninstall that belief system and reinstall your belief system. We can do this through, obviously, the first stage is webinars and stuff like that, but those are just an initial. Then once the audience builds, we start adding in all these other things. So now they're in your ecosystem, they're seeing these types of ads, uninstalling the non-buyer belief system, installing your belief system. And that's what it's doing. It's creating super powerful touch points. It's building trust. And it's establishing you with this kind of mini celebrity status, because every time they come on Facebook or Instagram, they're seeing you. They're seeing your ad. They're like, oh my gosh, this person is amazing. That's so amazing. What great advice. And guess what happens? 20, 30, 40 days later, they're booking calls. And those are your best people, hands down, because they've trust you. They've consumed more of your stuff. And they're like, I just want to work with you. Everything you said makes so much sense. And you've cleared up the confusion in their head about all these other things. So now they're decisive, because remember, an indecisive coaching prospect who's confused is not going to buy. And this is one of the primary reasons why when you're pulling people from cold traffic onto a call too soon or with not enough mindset strategies in place, that they are confused. So they're telling you they don't have money. Sure, you're getting some people who are like, well, I'm on disability, this, that, and the other thing. But the ones who could buy, they're saying, I don't have any money. My spouse will never let me do this. I can't do this. I don't, those are all excuses for the most part. They're telling you that because it's the easiest way to get you off the phone, because they don't want to let you down, right? For the most part, they see you as an expert, but they just don't want to let you down. And so when you're like, well, I'll discount it, I'll do that, they're confused. They don't trust you. And if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy. So remember, the trust is they're not like, I don't know about you. You seem like a little bit of a little shady. They're not thinking that at all. The trust is on them because they're completely confused, just like you are probably right now watching my video going, I've been told 40 different things. What do I do? Well, you do what I say, right? Because obviously you've been watching my stuff, it makes sense, but that's one of the problems that coaches are having out there. And so unless you create this ecosystem with these mini celebrity status ads to help you, none of this is going to work, because the traditional funnel is working worse and worse because your buyers' brains are fried. Okay. And so what's happening is there's not enough power anymore from register, watch my 5-minute video, book a call, or 3-minute video, or whatever, my chat GPT created content, book a call. And then on that call, if I can just get them on a call, I'm going to get them to buy. You're not, because they have too much stuff going on in their brain that needs to be dealt with before the call so that they will buy and will be decisive and be like, where have you been all my life? How do I work with you? This is exactly what I want. Let's do it. Okay, so this is what you need to do, because this is why these little ads print money. They're super cheap. I mean, we run them at like $5, $10, like super cheap. And we have clients running them at like $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 a day, and they get the best results. And so we use the big ads. But if once you're kind of got things going, you need to hook all these ones in, and they're not that complicated if you do it right. And of course, they're automated. And guess what happens? It makes it so you don't have to focus a lot on organic, because organic doesn't get a lot of reach, right? If you have 1,000 followers, your average post is going to get seen by 30 people. Whereas when we run this ad, it's like super cheap and it goes to all the followers who are in that audience. All right. So here's what you need to do. Go do it and report back, okay? Or simple, we'll show you, we'll explain this and map this out with you for free, because here's the thing. This isn't extremely personalized depending on how your funnel and how your system looks, okay? So what you can do with us, if you're a part of our Skool community, you just simply book a call below. It's a 15-minute mini celebrity status ads call, and we'll map it out for you for free. There's no charge, and quite frankly, there's nothing to buy. So like zero. There's nothing. We don't have time. 15 minutes can't sell you into something. So we're going to help you for free because you're a member of our Skool community. If you're not in our Skool community, there's a link to join it below as well. And so then you can book in. On this call, we're going to map this out for you, get into the specifics of what this could look like, how this should work for you, because some of you haven't even created ads yet and you're like, I don't even know what to do. We're going to talk to you about that. Or some of you are spending, thousands a month on ads and you're like, I don't know, maybe I'm doing this. Am I doing this? I'm doing retargeting. If you're doing retargeting, you're doing it wrong. Okay. I've never seen one person do it right ever. Okay. Because remember, retargeting is all about just hammering people with more stuff. These are strategic trust building ads because you need to do two things, right? In order to get people to buy, they need to trust you. And also what they need to do is have all their non-buyer belief systems uninstalled and your buyer belief systems installed, and then they're going to buy. It's as simple as that. And it's really hard to do on a sales call anymore. In fact, it's almost impossible. So this is what you need to do. Book the call. We'll help you for free, give you some feedback on how you can use this, because here's the secret going into 2026 here. The person who has the most trust wins. End of discussion, period. The person who has the most trust always wins. And going into 2026, they don't care about your degrees. They don't care about your certifications. They don't care you've got 6 books on the New York Times bestseller list. They don't care about any of that. They care about, do I trust this person? And have they helped me unlock my uncertainty and help me get clarity? And do I feel like, oh yeah, this is what I want? That's what you need. And that's what this thing does with the mini celebrity status ecosystem for you. And it gets through all the noise of your market, because listen, ChatGPT is cranking out 2.6 billion queries a day. And I'm telling you right now, 2 billion of those are probably coaches trying to create free lead magnets. Okay. So your market's getting inundated with garbage. And this is the way to cut through this and get people to see you as the only option, the best option, want to work for you and work with you and pull the buyers out who have the money. All right. That's what we need to do. So book your free mini celebrity status ads call with us. Again, it's going to be about 15 minutes, and we're going to kind of map this out for you and explain to you how to do this. Look, we've only spent $3 million on doing this and on ads in the last 3 years in the coaching space, or 3.5 years or something like that. So we know what we're doing. We work with a lot of clients, and the worst thing you can do is just figure this all out yourself. It's a free call. You got nothing to lose. There's nothing to buy. So just show up. We'll help you, and we'll get this fixed, because 2026 is going to be your best year ever. And if you want to know how to clear out all the confusion, because you're like, man, I'm getting told 40 different things from everybody, right? You probably are, because I see all the same stuff you see out there. And so here's the thing you need to ask yourself. 6 months from now, where's this market going to be? It's going to be no trust. Would you agree? People are going to be completely overwhelmed. Social media is going to be even more inundated with stuff. And so what do I got to do? I have to get people to trust me better than anybody else in the industry. And I have to be able to create ads that pull buyers in versus broke people. Okay. And if you can create ads that pull buyers in and get people to trust you more than anybody else, you're not going to have to worry about clients, and automate the whole thing and do it at scale. That's it. That's the secret to 2026. All right. So click the link below. Hope this video helped, and get these little ads going. Take care.